We're getting into my top 10 favorite pieces of gear from 2021, and this is gonna make your trips way easier come 2022. Stick around for gear number 10, because that is my MVP and has been my MVP for about 3 years. Number one, we have Leukotape. If you follow my channel at all, you know that I am one of the biggest fans of Leukotape. I don't think they do sponsorships, but if they did, sponsor me. This has saved me on 4 separate occasions in 2021, namely on the Colorado Trail when I had to switch shoes, the Lewitt Trail when I had a hole in my sock and was developing a hot spot, on my 50 miler when I had a blister on the inside of my foot, and then also helped my girlfriend when we were on a hike in the North Cascades. I bring this with me all the time. It's around a chapstick, trekking pole, or something like that. I don't bring the whole thing, but this is something you definitely need in your pack. Numero 2, we have the Black Diamond Distance Z trekking poles. These are carbons. They just put together just like this, like so. And again, these have been revolutionary for me. They are basically the samurai sword of the wilderness, as the mediocre amateurs like to call it. These are great for running. They are super light. Again, I got my Leukotape right there. And then they just pack right into your trail running vest. So when you're doing stuff with significant amount of vert, I'm always packing these. The other cool thing is I think these are 120 centimeters. So this actually sets up my Gossamer gear, the 110. The one drawback is that they are a fixed length, so you can't adjust them. But for going up or down, I'll just place my grip one way or the other to either lengthen it or shorten it up. 3 is the Ultra Timp. I had a couple buddies that these would blow out from. This is actually the Timp 2, but these did really, really well for me. This is my second pair of them this year. The only time they didn't do well was during my 50 miler for whatever reason, but I think that's because we were running through snow and then I developed a blister on the inside of my foot. But I do like these more than the Lone Peaks just for the extra cushioning. 4 is the GoPro 9, and I love this thing. Absolutely love it. People have told me to grab one of these for the longest time and I was against it, but it really made me a believer in the GoPros. These are absolutely amazing for running. Fits right into my trail running vest, and super smooth stability when you're running and trying to capture shots, either you or your buddy and you're running at the same time. I use this the whole time on the CT, and I just used it with this little tripod, and it just fit right into a pocket that I'm gonna be talking about a little bit later. Honestly, it has pretty decent battery life. I brought 3 batteries on the CT with this and really only ever used 2 of them before my next resupply spot, which would be several days in between. Next up, we have the Sawyer Squeeze, and the reason this makes my list is because I didn't get Giardia. If I would have known how bad the cow ponds were during those sections of the CT, I would have brought a secondary filter, but this did the trick. I never got Giardia, and I drank from quite a bit of water from those streams. Great water filter. Then we have the Nilo Flume pack liner. These are like $1 on eBay or something. I just put this inside my pack and I got crushed by storms all along the CT. If you watched any of my videos, you know that. It basically rained every single day. I never used a pack cover, I got rid of it. This kept everything nice and dry. Nothing ever got wet. I was always questioning whether or not it would be wet, but every time I got to camp, never was. I would put all my dry stuff in that, roll it up, and then put my food and stuff on top of it, but it worked like a charm. Next up, Coros watch. Now, Coros actually gave me this watch, and it was for a sponsored post at one point. Why I like it is because it has storm alerts. It was storm alerting me on the CT, which was basically every day. But the battery life is insane on this. Really, 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 really good. Heart rate's good and all that kind of stuff. It's also got ski touring mode. It's got a bunch of different tracking modes, which is really kind of cool and something I think specific to Coros. Then we have my Move E hat. Again, a brand gave me one of these. However, they wanted me to become a part of their affiliate program. I don't really like pushing affiliate stuff that much on my audience, but I will say that this is a pretty sick hat. It's very breathable. I use this the whole time on the CT for a lot of runs as well. It is a little bit pricey. They're about 40 bucks a hat. But the really cool thing about this is that you can throw it in the wash, you can frickin' sit on it, you can mush it in, and it literally will come right back into form, which is quite insane, especially when you're traveling and it gets crushed by stuff. No, this thing will retain its form, I promise you. And the next thing, my Hyperlight shoulder pocket. This has been great for me because I am able to put in things like headphones, caffeine. My GoPro actually fits right into it perfectly. and so I can just pull it out. But this Hyperlight Pocket's been great for me. It's a little bit expensive. I actually had two before it that actually ripped, but they actually replaced that, so that was really cool. It's super practical for backpacking because you can keep, again, your easily accessible stuff on the outside, like your chapstick, your sunblock, headphones and things like that, and then you can easily assess it right off of your pack. The MVP of 2021 is my Columbia Silver Ridge shirt. This thing has been with me for about 3 years and it doesn't have any holes, nothing. It used to be white. It is a little bit gray now, but this thing, let me tell you, it has been through everything. There's been no rips, just performed flawlessly. It's super breathable. It's got some vents in here and stuff like that. You can roll the sleeves up, dries very quickly, and everything you need in a hiking shirt. It's really good in the sun, and I mean, I've just been thoroughly impressed with this. I will 100% buy another one when this bites the dust. I think I'll wear it again this year. It's kind of become a part of me and this channel at this point. Now, this is a pretty big ask, and I really hope you can help me out, but 90% of my audience that watches my videos are actually not subscribed. If you could go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, that would do me a huge solid, especially if you found any value in some of these videos. I'm gonna leave a link up here with 11 things you should know as a beginning backpacker. Thanks for watching.